you could put some joy upon my face. Oh, sunshine in an empty place. Take me to turn two, and babe, I'll make you stay.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna cross over to the Argentinian side of the Iguazu Falls. But before we dive in, if you haven't watched my previous vlog from the Brazilian side, be sure to check it out for a full experience. For this trip to Argentina, I hired an Uber for the entire day and the cost was approximately €100, but crossing the border was super easy and it took about 15 minutes. Even if I arrived quite early at the entrance in the park, there was already a queue. And thank God I had the ticket booked in advance so I could pass the entrance really quick. The price for the ticket was €22 by the way, and besides that you'll need a train ticket that will bring you to the falls, but for that you'll have also to stop in the middle somewhere to get this ticket. Hi guys, so I just entered the Puerto Iguazú on the Iguazu Falls on the Argentinian side, and I would like to say you that you have to keep in mind that to enter here at the entrance you have to get some tickets, some train tickets. These are for free, but still, like, nobody told me, so when I arrived to get the train I just had to come back to get these tickets. Everybody is embarking by numbers on the train, so as I have A3 here, then I have to go to the carriage number 3. The ride wasn't comfortable, to be honest, because we were packed 8 people per carriage, but it was fine as it was just a 10-minute ride. Once you get off the train, you have 2 options. You can choose to do the superior trail or the inferior one. I did the superior one, but my advice is for you to do the inferior one first because you'll get better views with less people. One of the striking differences between the 2 sides is the proximity to the falls. While the Brazilian side offers panoramic views, the Argentinian side allows you to get up close and personal with the cascading waters. The extensive network of walkways and viewing platforms provides unparalleled access, allowing visitors to feel the power and majesty of the falls from various angles. You can even walk right up to the edge of some of the cascades, feeling the mist on your skin and hearing the thunderous roar of the water. After walking a few more minutes, finally I reached a viewing platform that offers an incredible view of the falls. But you are never alone on this kind of platform, so be patient and ready to take pictures for others. Besides the waterfalls themselves, Argentinian side is also renowned for an amazing wildlife. So while doing the trails walking towards the end, look around and you might see some little cute monkeys or some nosy and curious coatis. Seeing these little creatures, I filled my heart with joy and went to wait for the train to go to the exit. While waiting for the train to take me back to the exit, I had the pleasure of spotting some more coatis roaming around, adding to the charm of this natural wonder. Once aboard the train, I enjoyed the scenic journey back to the exit and I was thinking to myself, which side of the Iguazu Falls I liked the most, Brazilian or Argentinian. Unfortunately, due to the recent flooding, I couldn't experience the Garganta del Diablo because the trail that was leading to it was broken, which means I couldn't experience the falls at the fullest. Plus, the Argentinian side is not that organized as the Brazilian one. After visiting both sides, I would say that it would be not fair to compare this because both are very different. And still, I would say that the Brazilian side has the best views. And if you want those Instagram-worthy shots, the Brazilian side is definitely the winner. After exploring the Iguazu Falls Park, it was time for the lunch. And obviously, it was time for me to try the famous Argentinian steak. Oh my god, it was insanely delicious. Right after the lunch, we headed to another hidden gem in Puerto Iguazú, Jardin de los Picaflores. It's a hummingbird garden that is a must-see if you are ever in Puerto Iguazú. It was always my dream to see hummingbirds, and just now I had the opportunity to fulfill this dream.
Eu quero que minha voz cante no teu ouvido. Você me lembra que não há nenhum perigo no quarto escuro pra dormir. E agora eu durmo bem, do amor já disse tanto. Meu coração já passeou em tanta casa. Agora eu vejo que eu nem sabia nada. Amar é mais o que dizer.
I don't think I've ever seen something more beautiful than these tiny birds. And I'm not gonna lie here, I've cried when I saw these marvelous creatures.
A gente se escolhe todo dia. Eu te escolheria mais milhões de vidas. Porque uma só é pouco com você, amor. Eu quero tudo que eu puder viver.
Observing the hummingbirds in action and that close was a delight, and I will never forget this unique moment. Spending an hour surrounded by the vibrant colors and the graceful movements of the hummingbirds, it was time for me to head back to Brazil and to get some rest for the tomorrow's adventure in Paraguay.
A gente se escolhe todo dia. E eu te escolheria mais milhões de vidas.
Upon my return to Brazil, I went for a walk and then headed to the hotel to rest for tomorrow's adventure, that is Paraguay. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll be sharing all the highlights from my journey across the border. If you enjoyed it, like this video, share, comment, and subscribe for more adventures. See you in the next one. Bye!